Okay, so today we're going to talk about tax. So tax is an additional amount of money added to an item. So for example, I wanted to buy these beets yesterday, right? I go to the store today and they don't have a discount anymore. I got to pay full price for these beets. But I also have to pay taxes on this. Okay? Yes, taxes. So, the beets cost $230. Now, I have to pay an additional amount of money in taxes for these beets. So, what is called the sales tax? The sales tax is going to be 8%. Sales tax is a tax that in California it's between 7 and 11%, depending on the city. And I'll show you a list. Okay, so first thing you have to do and know is 8%. What is 8% written as a decimal? That would be 80%. 0.08. Now be careful. A lot of times students will write 0.8, but that's incorrect. You have to make sure you put that 0 in the front. Okay? All right. First step. Step 1. Just like yesterday. You're going to take your price and multiply it by your percent. This will give you your tax amount. Meaning, how much extra are you going to pay in taxes? Your tax amount. All right. So, 230 times what? 0.08. Jose, are we good? All right. Did you figure it out? What'd you guys get? 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry the 2. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 2 is 18. Did you guys multiply by 0? Did you? No? Yes? No? Oh, okay. I'm not. How many times do I move the decimal? 2. So your tax amount is $18.40. So you're going to pay an additional $18.40 just in taxes. So for those of you who are like, oh, I'm going to save all my birthday money to buy this, you know, you're like, cool. You got to make sure you save an additional $20 for something that costs about $230. You know, those AirPods, right? The Pros cost, don't they cost like $200 or something? So imagine if I want to buy those, I'm going to save all my money because my parents don't want to buy it. I'm going to save all my money. You're going to have to save an additional $20. All right. Step 2. In step 2, we're going to take our price and we're going to add our tax amount. And that will give us our total cost. So what's our price? What's our price? $230. Now, where is the decimal on 230? In the back. Don't put it in the middle. Don't put it in the front. Put it in the back. How many zeros should I add in the back?
2.
This is $230 with 0 cents. Why do I do that? Because your tax amount has some decimals. So we got to transfer this over nice and neat. And you got to make sure that your decimals line up. Look at how beautiful my decimals are. Look at that. I know. They're gorgeous. I know. Thank you. Appreciate your complementing my decimals. They're nicely lined up. They're so pretty. Gosh, so proud of them. So instead of just paying $230, I'm going to pay a total of $248.40 because of taxes. All right. Ready? Let's say, did I buy an Xbox with you yesterday? No. A PlayStation that was so the latest and greatest. So let's say I want to buy this Xbox One, which includes a free download. Wow. Whatever that is.
A free download we paid all.
So the cost is $499.99. That's a lot of birthday money right there. Now, let's write the Xbox cost. How much are we going to round this to? $500. $50. We wish. We wish. The refurbished one is $50. Okay. Now, let's say I am going to buy it in Santa Ana. So the sales tax in Santa Ana is actually 9.75%. We're going to go with 9.5%. We're going to round it to let's do 9.8%. We'll round it. 9.8. It's to help us with the multiplication. So, my question to you is, 9.8% is what decimal?
0.098.
Say it one more time.
0.098.
0.098. You take the decimal that's already there and you move it 2 times to the front and add a 0. Okay? So if it already starts with a decimal, you move it from there. You don't move it from the back, you move it from where it's at. So this is my decimal, 0.098. Oh, this is going to be great. Can't wait to multiply this. So 500 times 0.098. The little boxes are going to be your best friend to keep you organized. It's not that bad. Oh my god, it's not that bad at all. You have a bunch of zeros. 8 times 0? 0. 8 times 0? 0. 8 times 5? Add a 0. Okay, now multiply by 9. Oh, Miss Amelia, I can't. 9s are very hard. Yes, I know. 9 times 0? 9 times 0? Told you it was hard. 9 times 5? Oh, so hard. How many times do you move your decimal? 1, 2, 3. What's my tax amount?
490.
How much is my tax amount? $49. .00000. Do I need all these zeros? No, it's just $49. So you're gonna pay an additional $50 to buy this. And I know a lot of you in this classroom have purchased like things like this, right? A PlayStation or an Xbox, and you spent a lot of your birthday holiday money. And did you ever realize that $50 of it was just in taxes? Makes it think twice. So how much did we spend in total? So step number 2, 500 plus 49 is equal to $549. Now, to stop you from making mistakes, when you multiply, this answer will be smaller than your price. Okay? So if you get a big number, You go ask yourself, like, wait, that doesn't make sense. My tax amount should be smaller than my price. A lot smaller. If you're getting a big number, that probably means your decimal's in the wrong spot. Now, I wanted to show you this. Let me turn off the lights so you see it. Oh, you can't see it. Just kidding. Here. So, Ethan, Jose, these are the California sales tax by city, or actually by county. So these are all the cities in Orange County, which for most of us, it's usually the cities we're around. So when you, depend on the city that you go to, it's a tax amount. So if I go to Santa Ana, okay, so here is Santa Ana right here. It's a little off. Our sales tax is, 9.25. Sorry, I thought it was 9.75. It's 9.25. So every time I go to the store, I want to buy this, I'm going to be charged an additional 9.25% on top of whatever I buy. Other cities, like, okay, Tustin, which, if you've ever been to the district, that's Tustin. So Tustin has a sales tax of 7.75%. So almost 2% lower than us. Okay? Another city that we might go to, or our family lives, or cousins or something, might be Irvine. Irvine has it at 7.75. Garden Grove, where are you, Garden Grove?
Right there.
Right there. Garden Grove, 8.75%. So if we go to Garden Grove, that's what we're paying. Now, what does this all mean? If I go to Main Place and I want to buy a pair of shoes, and I go to Main Place and I buy a pair of shoes. Let's say these pairs of shoes cost $100. If I buy them at Main Place, my sales tax is about 10%. In Santa Ana, it's 9.25. Let's say 10%. So I'm going to pay an additional $10, Andrew, for this pair of shoes. But if I go to South Coast Plaza, which is in Costa Mesa, it's 7.75. So I'm only going to pay $8 in sales tax for the pair of shoes. So you're like, hey, Mom and Dad, I want these pairs of shoes. They cost the same amount. But if you take me to Main Place, we're going to pay more if we go to Costa Mesa, South Coast Plaza. They might go, what? How so? Sales tax. It's different in every city. If I go over to LA County, let's see where, Los Angeles. Don't go to LA. What do we notice in LA? A lot of nines. Okay, a lot of nines. Even some tens. Burbank is 10. I know Compton is also 10.
What about
Compton.
LAX?
So, let me go over here. It's easier to control. Compton is 10.25. I think that's the highest I've seen. Covina is that. Culver City. I don't know. Some of you might have, family up there in LA and you'll go there. LAX, just even being at LAX, has its own tax rate, as is. Long Beach. You guys ever been to Long Beach? 10.25%. So it's even higher than Santa Ana.
What about LA Union Station?
Probably 9.5. So all of these. Now, some of us might have family and we go to Riverside County. So Riverside County, what do you notice about Riverside County? They're mostly sevens, right? That's why a lot of people live over there. It is cheaper. Cheaper housing and cheaper sales tax. If you buy a house, guess what? You're going to have to pay sales tax because you bought something. It's a house, but you bought it. So another reason why people are moving out. It is expensive. Everything, everything here. Norco, 8.75. Murrieta, 8.75. You might have family over there, right? You might go, oh, Mom and Dad, we're going to go to Lake Elsinore to visit, our aunts and uncles or our cousins. Where else? Hemet. How many of you have ever been to Hemet? It's 8.75, right? So these are cities that you go to. It might have family there. So when you go to Target, if you go to a Target in Santa Ana, which most of us might do, pay $9.25. But if I go to the one in the district, it's pretty big, in Tustin, I'm only paying 7.75%. Now you might think like, okay, Miss Lamelli, if I'm only buying this that costs $10, it's not going to make a huge difference. You're right, it's not. But what if I'm buying a lot of stuff? Does it make a difference?
Yes.
Yeah. So sales tax, it's our friend.